Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Chris, aka the Water King, coming at you for another Dueling Bros video. And today I'm bringing you my lightning deck. And so this is a good one. I'm the Water King. I know the opposition. I play a lot of lightning decks. I mean, a lot of cocky little lightning decks thinking they can just whoop on the water deck. Not in my house, okay? Not in my house. But this water deck, I believe, will bring you to better success than all those other water decks because I have been missing. I don't have some cards that are in, and you'll see when we get into it here in a minute. I don't have some cards that other people have in their deck just flat out because I just don't have them. I don't care if I get them or not because although they're good, they're easily, like whatever. So when you'll see when we get into a second. I don't want to start diving deep into it right now, but before we get into that, I just want to say I hope everybody is having a great day. We're going into the weekend. It's Friday, and I had a great day. I hope y'all had a great day. We're just out here sending positive vibes and playing MetaZoo. We got the Great to Be tournament tomorrow. Shout out to them, for hosting that thing, and I really hope you guys are enjoying these deck breakdowns. I only got Light and Cosmic left, and yeah, they're my least favorite. I really want them both to work, but out of what I feel like you could use in a tournament right now, they are my least favorite. So I'm not trying to hurt nobody's feelings. I promise. I just don't think that those two aura types are just there yet. Maybe with Wilderness. I'm hoping with Wilderness, but we already know Forest is going to be extra popping after Wilderness. So, it's another video, right? It's another video. Right now, we're just finna get into this lightning breakdown. And so if it seems a bit different, also, if you haven't realized by now, I like to build stuff that's wee bit different. I don't like to do things that everybody likes to do. I like to switch it up a little bit. So you're going to see a little bit of different strategy in here than you would see from a normal lightning deck. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy. And so we diving right on into this lightning deck. And let's just go ahead and notice right off the bat that there's no ding bell. I don't really own any ding bells. I don't really care if I do. If you do have ding bells, they're strong and throw them in the deck. But if you don't, I think this will work just fine for you. And it works just fine for me. And you still get the same effect off. And if anything, you're prepared for more, I think. And there's a little bit more trickery involved with this. So we're just going to get started off with, we got 10 lightning aura. In a 40 card deck, I typically like to run the 10 or 11. Then we got 5 lightning in a bottles because this is nothing's changed. Just because I don't have ding bells doesn't mean that this isn't a super aggressive deck. So you want to get that 5 lightning in a bottles. You got 2 exquisite stews to draw. We always got that exquisite stew in there if you need a little extra drawing power. And because this is an aggressive deck, you want to make aggressive plays like drawing and taking LP. And so, you may get burned, but that's just, that's something you got to take because you just got to remember that Quetzalcoatlus is dealing 40 damage just with 1 light bulb in the room, and if you got Lightning Storm and on the field, it does 90 damage to dealing, 20 damage. It's going to be worth it to attack even if you're burned, unless you're like almost dead. And if you got it at the beginning of the game, like if you drew both of them, boom, perfect. You use them, you take 100 damage or 50 damage, and you get no burn. You take another 50 damage, you get no burn, and you got to draw 2 cards for free, or without getting burned. But so, it's a risky, but getting the draw is highly, highly, highly important. And then, so you got 4 Quetzalcoatluses, you're going to just, boom, you're going to rock 4. This is the main damage deal. You want to get Quetzalcoatlus out. You got the Krypton Nation, so you can play a Krypton Nation page from your hand without paying its aura cost. 2 neutral aura. You got Power Up Red, of course, for plus 100 LP and plus 100 damage for 3 neutral aura. And then right next to that, we got New Year's New Beginnings. Of course, you and target caster must place your entire chapters into your representative cemeteries, and then must bookmark 7 new pages. And then, of course, Well, if you're gonna do the lightning deck, you need as much aura as fast as possible. So we're gonna rock 2 lightning glasses and a chaos crystal. Now, I happen to know not every lightning player runs a chaos crystal, but I do, just because if people do run absorb aura, they typically only run two, because like the lightning glass, you can only have like two of the type artifacts. So I run the chaos crystal just in case these two get like absorbed or whatever. It's kind of like a fault, and also it generates three, so it's really super strong. And then I run two thunderbirds. Three, I don't run three because three's kind of a bit excessive. Nobody really targets the thunderbirds. They always go for the Quetzalcoatlus anyway. And then you got Chibi Quetzal. Now, I know what a lot of people might say. Just one? Why not? If you're going to have Chibi Quetzal, why not more than one? Well, hear me out. This is for more like a side deck play. So, if you do draw Chibi Quetzal, like, you can either play it, because it's flying, not everything, and attack it. So, like, if you're not going against a water deck, like, then you can pretty much play this guy. In most situations if it's early. And if not, you can play him as a trap under one of the artifacts. Like saying you are going against a water deck. You place him as a trap under one of the artifacts, and you can really mess with somebody's head. Like, is that the first anniversary celebrations? Like, oh man, and no, it's Chibi Quetzal. And then if they do ever attack and they've realized that it's Chibi Quetzal, then they'll be like, oh, this person is not even running first anniversary. And then the next game, you will have switched in first anniversary and taken out Chibi Quetzal. So trap within a trap within a trap. You have to think. You have to think about your, like, in a match. You have to think about the future games. You don't want to give up game one, but you want to be able to like adapt and bring new strategies into game two and game three going into game one, even if you win, because even if you win game one, because it's really important that you just switch up the game. So then we got one born from the earth. Sorry to ramble on, I just like to give a little bit of advice when it comes to my brain. Then we got one born from the earth to get lightning storm out. Like I said earlier, you want to get that Quetzalcoatlus out there ASAP. And then we have two luck potions. So let's say you get that lightning mirror. Luck potion will help you win first strike. And let's say that you don't have a lightning mirror. Well, luck potion will then help you guarantee that paralyze from Quetzalcoatlus or from Thunderbird. Or from Chibi Quetzal. So that you can guarantee that paralyzed and effects can go away from said beastie, so it may be destroyed or rendered, drawing power rendered useless, or whatever the case may be for the paralyzation, or just to stop an attack back. That's really strong as well. And then of course, two lightning storms, two bookmarks as always, and then we got three lightning bolts because you don't really need four because everything paralyzes, and we're running two luck potions to help out with that, because unless you're running the mirror, or you're attacking something else that has a first strike because of lightning in the bottle, or getting attacked by something else, you don't really gonna need anything to help you roll. But lightning bolt is still very strong. It just doesn't go against artifacts. Just remember, it says target beastie to inflict. You cannot attack or target an artifact with lightning bolt. But yeah, so this is 40 cards. It's fairly simple. Get Quetz out, get Thunderbird out as ASAP. Use Chibi as like a diversion for next game, or to get Quetz out if you can, if someone's silly enough to attack it. Or you can just play them and try to get 3 feather counters out there. There's so many different ways, but Chibi Quetz at the end of the day is like more of like a diversion that can stack up, and then accidentally, they triggered it, or they did nothing about it because you played it, and now you have a Quetzalcoatlus on the field. And of course, your Exquisite Brew to just add more drawing power, so you can draw 2, 4, 6 total from your 4 cards. So it's and then you got New Year's New Beginnings, of course. So you can if perfect hand, right? You draw all your crystals, and like I like 2 lightning storms. Like you just play both lightning storms, you play all your crystals, and then you play New Year's New Beginnings. Boom. Whammy, win. That's a great first hand. But I've seen it happen. It's possible. And this is the lightning deck. I don't really have a special name for it. I think lightning is strong. I just think it's bland and kind of super simple. You know, it's just all about flying and first strike. So I think you just take that and you just run with it. So maybe mixing ding bells and whatnot. Ding bells are destroyed by flood the earth. So why not just strengthen what you can with what you got? So I appreciate you guys, and as always, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that noti bell on YouTube's if you're watching on YouTube, and Instagram people, get over to that YouTube so you can see our duels and see all the content that you are missing out on. And as always, everybody be safe, and I hope you have a great night. Peace.